But first, according to the Treasurer Jim Chalmers, those who are opposed to Labor's insane net zero policies are crackpots and cookers.
Now, the Liberal Party is run now by this weird collection of cookers and crackpots, and nowhere is that more obvious than when it comes to net zero.
Well, Mr. Chalmers, that's a charming description of probably 60% of your fellow countrymen and women. Why not go the whole hog and just call us all a basket of deplorables? It was Socrates who said, when the debate is lost, insults become the loser's tool. But yes, we are indeed all proud cookers and crackpots if it means we oppose net zero and don't want to see this beautiful country destroyed by a miserable bunch of socialist, authoritarian, environmental vandals and renewables grifters. But be careful what names you call other people, Treasurer, because you might find the descriptions are more suited to yourself. It's called projecting. It's when you use terms of abuse to describe your opponents that in reality apply to yourself. So what exactly are cookers and crackpots? If the Treasurer and Prime Ministerial hopeful Jim Chalmers is going to so happily insult us, it's worth knowing precisely what he means, and by extension, what he thinks of us. Remember, 2/3 of this nation voted for anyone other than Labor and Jim Chalmers at the last election. Well, a crackpot, according to the dictionary definition, is anything from an eccentric individual to a genuinely mentally ill person. Of course, if anyone on the right ever uses the R word or anything else offensive to describe mentally challenged left-wingers, the whole world falls in and they may even lose their job. But it's okay, apparently, for the Treasurer to imply 2/3 of the nation are mentally ill. And it's even worse when we get to cooker. This, it appears, is largely an Australian term of abuse, and I'll quote here from fastslang.com. Quote, "A cooker is someone who uses a variety of chemicals and equipment to create highly addictive and dangerous substances." Okay. Replace the word chemicals with subsidies and welfare with equipment, and you have the perfect description of Labor's economic policies. Quote, "A cooker is someone who uses a variety of subsidies and welfare to create highly addictive and economically dangerous policies." Fast slang goes on. Cookers often sell their products to vulnerable populations such as addicts and low-income individuals, which can perpetuate cycles of poverty and addiction, leading to increased crime rates in affected areas. Well, I don't actually need to change a single word of that, and in my opinion, it sums up Labor's entire welfare trap dependency cycle and sit-down money that applies to Indigenous welfare, the pension, the dole, and is at the roots of the massive overspend on the NDIS. So that's cookers. Seems to me, Jimbo, that it sounds an awfully lot like you. And then, what about crackpots? Let's check out fastslang.com again. Crackpots can come from all walks of life and have a wide range of beliefs. Some crackpots believe in conspiracy theories, while others hold extreme political views. Some crackpots are religious fanatics, while others are obsessed with the paranormal or supernatural. So swap conspiracy theory for doomsday climate alarmism and religious for net zero, et voila. Crackpots can come from all walks of life and have a wide range of beliefs. Some crackpots believe in doomsday climate alarmism, while others hold extreme left-wing political views. Some crackpots are real net zero fanatics, while others are obsessed with EVs, windmills and solar panels. Woo! Let's go even further. One common characteristic of crackpots is their unwillingness to accept evidence that contradicts their beliefs. Couldn't have put it better myself. How about the fact we've had one of the coldest winters on record when we were promised one of the warmest, Jimbo? Quote, "This can make them difficult to reason with and can lead to heated arguments and conflicts." Yep, that just about sums it up. And here's where fast slang bells the cat. Despite their sometimes bizarre beliefs, crackpots can be highly persuasive and charismatic.
Hi everyone, really big day today. The government's just released its net zero plan, including our target to get emissions down by between 62 and 70%.
Ah, yes, Jimbo, and they may use emotional appeals or logical fallacies to convince others to adopt their views. They may also use fear tactics or other forms of manipulation to gain support. Last week, Chris Bowen and co gave us the mother of all scare campaigns to manipulate us to accept those ridiculous net zero targets, as I shall go into later in the show. When it comes to being a cooker, nobody cooks the books with such brazen dishonesty as this government, addicted as it is to socialist spending and maintaining welfare straight into the veins of over half this increasingly impoverished nation. And as for crackpots, what could be more bonkers than destroying the productivity of this nation because some silly Swedish schoolgirl told us all the planet was about to explode in a fiery inferno? How dare you! Crackpots and cookers, thy name is Labour.